Good day, Lord and ladies. Welcome back to the Dark Detective, or the Darkside Detective, with me, Cornish-knight, and Detective McQueen, and Officer Dooley, as we try and return some books and figure out what on earth is going on at the library at Twin Lakes. Let's go. What be some DIY? Things you can fill a jam jars with, Volume 3. This one's called Building Mediocrity Mysteries by the Spooky Doorway team, whatever they are. Okay. Okay, we need to get to there. Let's try use the elevator. Try that. Button is conductive. Somebody with the skills to wire it together. We'll see. You get why they're called elevators when they go up, but shouldn't they be called descenders when they go down? Yeah, he makes a good point. Right here, let's try combining that. Let's try and talk to her. Where is... she was on the top level. Raxa. Okay. Yes, she's telling us about her course. I need to figure out the password. Okay. Down to reception. Can we have the internet password, please? Says McQueen. Thank you for access to all my juicy manuscripts. No chance. Doris, I need that password for my investigations, says the detective. And I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized, so no. If you need anything else, I'll be here. Unless I'm not. Okay. Let's figure out how to do this. Rightio. Roses red, violet, blue. Your loaning rights are revoked. Due to books overdue. Okay. There's nothing in there. Okay. Find some of the skills to wire it up. Let's try hobbies. DIY books? Because you're too broke to pay someone else to do it. So your government is broken by Che Guevara, basically. The definitive guide to landscaping from outside to downstairs. How to do DIY yourself. I'm really good at DIY. Get my sister to do it for me. Okay, that's not going to work. Whittling dice out of large. Whittling dice out of large dice. Detective, the introspection, investigative role playing in the world of Darkside. Hardwood and where to find it. Turning duct tape into pants. Okay, that's not going to work. Radiating energy, like Roxy said, I think it's a clue, possibly, but it's just too much here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. Okay, so we need the password. We need to figure out how to get the password. You don't tell us anything. Maybe this. Okay. We've got a pair of scissors, I wonder. Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope it was a point to this. Even cut up is too much to carry. Looks like I need to bring something here. The Viewmaster. Oh, that fits. Let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Spider moths. Spider moths do it again? Do it again. Sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at the city library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Doris is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here, says the detective. Oh, yep, just Doris. Just Doris now. And she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough time, says McQueen. Computer stock goes up, down, left, right, BA. Isn't that like a Konami code? I shouldn't have read that aloud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags a ritual meant to sow the dead that walk amongst us. To be fair, he does look like a cultist. I remember this case. What for? Detective McQueen. Hello? Who are you and how did you get here? Alistair Crowley. I am which can never be unseen, the ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown. Right, that's not very helpful if I'm honest, says the detective. Help is there for those that know how to take it, says the ghost. Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, O knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I don't rightly know, admits Crowley. Right, says McQueen. But I do know that the coward Yates is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is reasonable for the spectral summoning of myself and others lies within. The others? The others, says Crowley. Detective, who are you talking to? Says Dooley. I'm talking to, you know what, I don't even know how to explain this, says McQueen. Right, yep. Yates. Pray, sir, a moment of your time, says W.B. Yates. Another one, sighs McQueen. Another spirit, yes. Then with your questions you have answered my own. Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on your travels that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat. Very same. I know he lurked here, but somewhere. He mentioned a hidden room. Yes, but on that matter I shall say no more, not until the beast is gone. But I just want... Not a word more, sir, not a word. Met your friend Yates. He says he won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I am most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words, safe search. Oh right, maybe I can find some kind of workaround? Please. Just stay here and don't do anything. Again I say that you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley lurks waiting a slip of my tongue. Raxa, you mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, Detective? Me, no, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in to steal her unpublished fanfiction. But I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Queen just stays quiet. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please, says the detective. Receive the password 1234. Let's see what we can find online. Password for Doris' internet block. Okay. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content, I'll let him know. Okay, I set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want, no restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this, says Crowley. Right, I'll leave you to your business. So, shut the door on the way out. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Oh, clearer is maybe not the term I'd use, mutters the detective. Come again, sir? Never mind, just don't go into that room if you can avoid it. As you suggest, says Yates. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I share what I can. There is a place hidden behind the horror section on the 4th floor. The source of this phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. How do I get in? Says McQueen. One of these books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh yes, of course. You need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you know all about this? Intuition, says McQueen. And there's a handy person that will fix us. I wanted to actually go back down to the lower levels for a section. Pratchett, Adams. Oh hey, big fan of your work. Thanks, says Dooley. Not to you. Oh. Adams, I've read your detectives books. Wonderfully over the top. I think you should read this one. I've read this one and thought it was good. What's it about? It's a story about this kid who can see dead people. There's little Devon. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts, says Enid Blyton. I like they're all like either authors or historical characters. That's nice. I find myself in the company of a rather dreadful bunch. Rotters, the lot of them. The kid? No, he's charming. I mean the others. Occultists, horror writers, and DIY fanatics. Horrors, the lot of them. Gale. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. But not like you toffs with the literal fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do your own plumbing. Think you could fix the elevator? With the right gear I could. I need a new button, mind. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it will do the job. Gives us a few minutes to pop it in place. Thank you for fixing the elevator, Gale. Happy to help. It were fun doing some useful again. Look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... Never mind, mutters McQueen. The window. Looks like you can get to the roof through here. Thankfully, it's locked. I'd rather not go back out into that storm. Book cart. Collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library. How to cook a dinosaur, if you ever catch one. The Internet and Other Fads. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Balaam. An MMO accountancy. Be the fictional banker you've always knew you were. Sounds riveting. That's one heck of a view of the city. Can't see anything through this view, master. I won't tell anyone if you want to take it off. I will, but not just yet. Edgar Allan Poe. You barely make teenagers girls weep. Owie. H.P. Lovecraft. Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror. At best, spooky pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you, charlatan, fraud, undead trickster, says Edgar Allan Poe. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Says Lovecraft. Again I say, I did not hide your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Gah, you're an infuriating man. Health section, here we go. Book Yates mentioned is missing. Don't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at the Lovecraft section, a bit too godless for my taste. I wonder if the missing book is the one Blyton took. I fear myself in company of a dreadful bunch, rotters and a lot of them. The kid, no, he's charming. I mean the others. Okay. Can you see the ghosts too, kiddo? Ghosts? What nonsense are you filling his head with, detective? I see them, they're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly. But I like them because before they came, the place was empty, just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the mostest dreadful books, mostest dreadful books ever written. Okay. Okay, so we need to get the maybe the vent. What a great game, eh? Yes, funny looking draft pieces, though. Okay. Let's see if we can do anything. Not that won't work either. Okay. Must be around here somewhere. Why is the window onto the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. Okay. We've got an old library card. And some glue. Okay, so that won't work. What's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish Blyton one. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense, I care not for his current zeitgeist. My works are far superior. He is being such a child. I'm clearly the great horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my atheistic horror. With your atheistic rubbish. Right, I have you, mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two, stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. You started it, said Poe. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started it, says McQueen. I'm putting a stop to it right here. And not a peep. Okay. So we need to get the book back from Blyton. don't know how. Okay. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecroft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the most writing book. I took his book in the hopes it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse, says McQueen. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book, you stop their fighting. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely they would stop their bickering. Let's try here. This is your to-read pile. Oh, I've read all of these. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. I'd like to borrow the book that you're reading. You need a library card to borrow it. Can I sign up for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help Soz. Dooley, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. I bet you wish you'd let me make a deal now, huh? Okay, if you need anything else, I'll be right here. Right, so I think we need to go here. I really don't want to put my face on that, but I really need a picture of myself. Things I do for the job. Okay. Combine the glue. Combine it with the card. It's going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow the book. Like this one? Oh, well then, you go, Paul. Paul, my name is Paul, like it says on the card, my card. Paul. Trashy novel. Milo Stephenson's reverse vampire novel, Guy Light. Even holding it makes me ill. Rightio. Is this my book? No, it's not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you, says McQueen. Let me see that, says Poe. Teenage girl, blah blah blah, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story. It sounds terrifying, says Lovecroft. Its mere existence gives me shivers, says Poe. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed? Agreed, says Lovecroft. Can you believe something so hideous exists, says Poe. Can you believe it's so popular, says Lovecroft. Stoker must be turning in his grave, says Edgar Allan Poe. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone now. Back to finding the book that opens the lever, I guess. That's done. Into here. Down to level 2. Talk to Blyton. I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you want this vile thing, but I did promise here. You ruined the kid's illusion, Detective. Lovecroft novel. The indescribable rendering things that render indescribably. Sounds about right. Here goes nothing. That seems to fit with a curious clicking noise. Right, we pull this and... Well, there's the hidden door, the ancient Crowley we're talking about. Creepy doorways are a recurring motif I'm not too fond of, says Dooley. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, Detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. The officer looks at his feet. What is all this, says McQueen. Magica? Aleister Crowley's guide to the popular wizard game? Ghost-knit guides to ghouls and ghosts. Rituals for modern rituals. These are all contraband occult books. This is quite a nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? Necronomicon. The Necronominon. A cyclopedian cookbook. Cyclopean cookbook. 101 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpet. Relatively useful, I'd say. Brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. Sally. So what are you doing here? Merry Sally. Like the moth to the flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitting from this book. Queen just raises an eyebrow. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. Okay. Ritual book. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be open on the Summoning Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, the whole mess will sort itself out. Ouch, says McQueen. It seems to be charged by this faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. Skull. Normal library fares, this. Got a skull, baseball cap, but a strange thing to find here. Crawl space. A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands. Oh, this works. You hear a crash. Now let's find out where it lands, hopefully without having caused any damage. You find a baseball cap, okay. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. Here we go. What's all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely and I went exploring. I found all those neat new books. But the one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghost arrived, but I liked them because now I have friends. See, he meant no harm, says McQueen. Troublemaker, arrest him, breaking and entering. Into your room of illegal books, says McQueen. Doris goes quiet. Let's say both sets of charges cancel each other out, yes? Only if you get rid of these ghosts and find him somewhere else to go once in a while. You can join me in the Blood Wolves, says Dooley. Blood Wolves, says McQueen. The mayor stopped paying the dip tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure, says little Devon. That's great, but back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. You need to get the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Julie, we're going to the roof. But it's raining outside. Rightio. To the roof. Here we go. I suppose I've already ducked out of Rum Room. In this case, I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did, says McQueen. More of that wiring from the secret room, and it leads to the roof. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No? Yes? Storm. That storm looks like it's getting nastier. I hope this works. Skyline. Sometimes I wonder if people of Twin Lakes know how often we save their bacon. I never saved actual bacon, says Dooley. I got a cat named Bacon out of a tree once. An example to us all, Dooley. How come so much of our work is done at night in the rain, says Dooley. Okay. Junks and books. So what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible. There's a silence. Looks like the circuit's connecting to the book downstairs to this aerial. I guess I should break the circuit and then wire the array to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. Yeah, so basically we need to change the current. Reset. Okay. Ah, it's like that, is it? Okay. Okay, how are we going to do this? Something like that. Yeah, this will work. Hmm. I need a straight bit or a bit of a bend. No, I need a straight bit, really. There we go. Oh, wait, that's not right. Ah, curses. I hate these puzzles. There we go. Detective McQueen, my hand. Look, Detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. And chat, I need to close the book. There we go. And all the ghosts vanish into the air. Trunks filled, Detective, though I don't see why he had to take all these books. Duly, they're contraband, says McQueen. Heavy contraband. Detective sighs. We've an agreement then, Doris. You don't fine me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business. Sounds haunting. You'd also go get that wiring fixed. Fine, says Doris. Come on, Dooley. Let's get back to the office. See you at the camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devon. Case closed. Case 2 solved. Now on to case 3. The Disorient Express. Dooley has called me to the subway station to deal with an emergency. The Disorient Express. Detective, you're here. I came as soon as you called. What's the case? Says McQueen. Case? No, I just need to ride. The station's closed. Closed? Says McQueen. Yeah, some spooky train is blocking the platform. Anyway, let's go. A spooky train? Says McQueen. Yep, a spooky train. Anyway, we better get going or we'll be late for work. Dooley, it's a spooky train. We're the Darkside Division. Did you not think? I try not to. Back to detective, that's detective's work. McQueen just sighs. Let's go have a look then, he adds. Fine, but if we miss the free donuts at work you're buying, says Dooley. You look at the squad car. Are you sure we can't just go to work? I need to get my morning nap in. Station sign. Can't say I'm surprised to find that something strange is happening here. Dooley. Let's get on with this waste of time, nothing happening here investigation then. To the surface. Ticket machine. Seems to be working, but I've no cash. Time to put this badge to work and make use of my police privileges. Right here. Sorry, Detective, the barrier's broken. We have to crawl under it. Can't we at least jump over it? No, the insurance for jumping was too high. We could only clear it, but we're only cleared for a slow crawl. Being a cop is nothing like television promised it would be. Ghostly conductor. You have a ticket, sir. Sorry, who are you? The train conductor, sir. Alright, you look a tad ghostly, sir? That I do. That I do. Are you a ghost? Not at all, sir. Ghosts are blue, for one, and they can't be seen, not without the proper equipment. No, we're from the dark side. Then what are you doing here? Train stuck, sir. Doing my job to keep the passengers safe while this gets rectified. Rectified? Yes, sir. I'm sure those boys from the Darkside Division are looking into it right now. Darkside Division, says McQueen. Darkside Division, says Conductor Gill. Right. Why are you here? As I said, sir, train stuck. Not sure what caused it. Likely a problem with the track, sir. Would have had to see inside the control rooms to be sure, but I can't leave my post here. Ticket? Thought not, I'm afraid. I'll have to ask you solids to leave. Did you just call us solids? Certainly not, sirs. Wouldn't be throwing around language like that. Come back any time, sirs. Busker. Unky San didn't want you to know about the truths I'm here to sow, so it makes me frown when I smell me a pig and his dumb sidekick come to suck me down. Sidekick isn't a word. Poetic license, says Oscar the Grouch. Pig. Right here. Security camera. I wonder if this camera caught any useful footage, but I can see that the working light is painted on. Janitor's card. A plunger, but without the plunge bit. So a stick then. Receiver handle. Bin. There seems to be something in there. Receipt. A glowing green receipt that says for pickup. I can't read much else on it. Control room. The control room's locked. For now. Dooley. Come on, detective. You know as well as I do how these things go. The toilet. Mirror. I need to get my eyebrows plucked. Whatever happens in here, detective, don't cross the streams. A rat. Okay. Let's look at the cubicle. Spooky hiver. Sorry, the door was unlocked. Yeah, lock's broken. And I've no feet to hold against it. Right, well, I'll leave you to it. Whoa, hold up, Dado. I'm in a bit of a funky situation. Maybe you could help me out. What is it? Stall has no toilet paper, Dado, and I'm a cat that needs him some. Yeah, so we can look. Is this yours? Nope, but I found it in my pocket. Threw it in the bit on the way here. Would have kept it if I knew the papers situation in here. Cubicle. What on earth is that? I'm not sure, but I think we should send it back to where it came from. Flush. No use. You could say that tentacles. You could say that it is in tentacle on staying where it is. Eh? Eh? McQueen looks nonplussed. I need to find something to bat it down with. Handle? Let's try the handle. Come on. My gut says not no to this one. Final cubicle. Toilet paper. Creepy or not, nobody deserves to be stranded without toilet paper. That noise reminds me of some of my career since I was assigned to the Darkside Division. That's not nice. Not sure what's the best course of action here. Here you go, guys. Sorry for leaving you hovering like for so long. Throw out, Dado. Here, take this coin as thanks. Receive a occult coin. Evil looking coin about the size of a quarter. Okay. Doesn't feel right. But I think this is a good place to leave it for the evening. Well, leave for the day, lords and ladies. I've been Cornish-knight. This has been the Darkside Detectives. And I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.